Hello, world. Hello, beautiful people. It's been a minute. Woo. It's been a minute. How are we doing? Long time no see. I think it was 4 days without a stream. I can't lie. Hello, everyone. I am tired. Do you know why I'm tired? Because it's so warm. It's so hot. It's like unbearably hot. Why is it so warm all of a sudden? Why has it gone from like normal weather to 30 degrees everywhere? It's so painfully hot. But anyway, I'm not complaining about the weather, but I'm just saying how tired I am. I was genuinely about to say long time no see, sleepy boy. Thank you, Ian, for the bits. Yeah, it's been 4 days. I missed Thursday night, can't remember why. Friday night I was seeing a friend. Yesterday, I was not in the best place after Friday. And today I'm okay. I'm okay. I've got the fan on. If you can hear any background noise, I do apologise. That isn't the music. I do apologise. But I would not survive without this music. But how are we all doing? How's everyone's weekend been? Millie, 9 months, woot! Where has the time gone? But I'm very happy here. Got to make some amazing friends. Millie, I'm very, very glad. Thank you for the tier 3. You can have a round of applause for that. Love to Millie in the chat. Glad you're doing a bit better. I'm doing great. I'm just tired, man. So tired. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Nikki. Don't you worry. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend been? Oh, God. The effing Fovs is now in the Golden V gang. You are joking. You are joking. Where has that time gone? Can't believe it's been this long already. I've loved every moment of being here. Thank you for being awesome. Much love. Much love, Emma. The effing Fovs is now a Golden V gang member. What? What? That is nuts. That is very, very nuts. Thank you, Emma, and thank you, Millie. We have a hype train. 2 more days until the AF. Yes, Ian. Look forward to seeing that on you. And Nick Bayfay, thank you for another 100 bits. You guys are being very generous and very lovely. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. As we say here in Manchester, mucho gracias. That's where that comes from, in case you didn't know. What's good, Gemma? Hi, Fobs. How's your weekend been? I wanted to give you an update on how college is going. So I'm on my last workbook and the recordings of my answers are up to date. Hoping you're proud of me. I am very, very proud of you. Thank you very much, Gemma, and congratulations on your work in college. And Alice 05 Pereira with 100 bits as well. Thank you very much. Mine resubs on my birthday. Yeah, I think it's the 24th was the first day that I streamed last month, so that's going to be the day that it all goes tits up, isn't it? Haven't been feeling the best recently. Can I get a VM? Much love to yourself, Amber. Here's a big squish for you. Thank you for all of the love and hope things improve very, very soon. Just got a kitten today. His name is Charlie Janny. You better get that in the server. You better get it in the animals channel. I cannot wait to see it. Plans for today's stream. I thought I'd come on. I thought I'd chat with you all. And then I thought we would discuss long term what we're going to do. Because I do have a couple of ideas and I want some opinions on it. My day's been good, Meg. Been very chilled out. No worries, Amber. No worries. Long-term plans. You know it, Liv. Pragmatic approach. You're going to have to bear with me a minute. I'm going to hit the beer at back screen. Give us 2 seconds. I'll be back. Yeah, apologies for that. I just had to nip and quickly do something, but not to worry about it. Hang on, full on confusion here. What's the confusion, Matt? Did you switch screens? It looks darker. I did indeed. The wonderful Kay, without me even asking, sent me a brand new design to match the new theme of the Just Chatting screen, which I appreciate. I think it looks absolutely sick. So fair play to Kay for that one. Thank you, Nikki J, for 100 bits as well. We're creeping ever closer to completing yet another hype train. The confusion, that you're on the, you won last month, Millie. That's why. Means everything to make me, yeah, but it's more important to be proud of yourself, Gemma, 1,000,000%. Thank you very much, Bobby. And hi, Crew Slice, how you doing? The viewers have gone from 150 to 83, that can't be right. Has it glitched on my screen, or have 70 people just left? 84, yeah, it was literally 10 seconds ago. It was 144 or something. Yeah, the views thing might be off on Twitch. Yeah. Got a new emote. Love new emotes. What we saying? Hype is. Oh, he's so hyper. What a legend. I love him. I love him. I'm boring them. Maybe 70 people did just go, oh, I can't be bothered with this. I don't like his haircut. Maybe that's what they did. But we love Twitch here, but it is easily one of the most buggy social medias. But hey ho. There you go, 154, yeah. You see, that's sort of more what I was expecting. I've been keeping up on the YouTube amazing singing voice. Thank you, Bobby. I don't actually run that channel. It's the wonderful Patsy in chat who runs that, who just screen records me singing. Twitch is like permanently messed up. But thank you, Bobby. Congrats on the YouTube video you're in. We made it, chat. Chat, we made it. I am in a Valorant compilation for a good play. We've done it, chat. We're famous. We're a famous stream now. We've been in a few compilations since we started on Twitch. Every single one of them was because of a fail or some form of funny moment involving me doing something rubbish. However, the one that we were in yesterday was due to actual good play, and it's called Genius Plays in Valorant, and I'm buzzing. We've made it. We actually made it. I'm so gassed by it. You know, and even the person who was narrating it was like, I've never seen Rays do this before. You know, what a cool little trick. And I was like, hell yeah, it is. Congrats on the video and for 7K. Thank you. We hit 7K like a week ago. Oh, wait, there's a no. It's, you know. Officially a pro streamer. Always have been. Always have been. Just been, you know, becoming more and more professional. So glad you've hit the peak of your career. I know. #1 albums, selling out Shepherd's Bush, traveling around the world. It all fails in comparison to being on a Valorant compilation. Do you know when you'll start sliding into Insta DMs again, Nikki? The honest, God's honest truth, Nikki. I will probably never be in Instagram DMs again. It's not my cup of tea. I don't enjoy the social media really. But yeah. Can you see the clip? Hell yeah, you can see the clip. I have no problem in sharing that with you guys. If you bear with me, I will find it. It's called The Smartest Valorant Plays You'll Ever See. That's me, that is. That's me. I am on the smartest Valorant plays you will ever see. We did that live on stream. Nikki with another 100 bits. Thank you very, very, very much. And Aya Fowler, Golden V Gang for the second time I'm here. Amazing and kind people. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Right, yeah, Twitch is bugging for a lot of people. Yeah, I get that vibe. Okay. There's going to be no green screen, so just, you know, just make do. Okay. We can definitely pull that in a little bit, I'm sure. We just go one of those and one of those. And just shove that there. That's alright, that'll do, won't it? We're only here to watch Fame. Yeah, cool clip. It's not as cool as mine. It's not as cool as mine. Do you know what I also need to do? I need to move myself up here. The reason I need to move myself up here is for this right here.
For all that time that I played with Raze and all that time that I played Valorant, I've never really seen a trick like this, and it's actually pretty neat.
Never seen a trick like that. And it's pretty neat. Look at me there. Concentration. He knows he's about to pull off something insane. Thank you for everything that you've done. Can you check my story and or like, comment on my edits, please? No. I do appreciate that you've done them, but just by writing in here doesn't guarantee that I will go through and look at them. Because otherwise, the whole chat would just be full of people asking me to check their stuff out. So I can't guarantee it, but thank you for doing it. But anyway, look, there's me, and this is what happens. I think that knocks him off. Called it. Bang.
Yes! 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 Get in! I'm a genius!
I am.
Clip it! Someone who's watching this, clip that for me, please. Thank you.
Do you know what? What I thought when I watched that back was, I honestly think you could have had a much cooler reaction to doing something clever instead of, yes! Yes, I'm a genius! Yes! You should have just been like, oh, sick, called it. And I think that would have come across a lot better. However, what I did was raw, and it was passionate. And what I also like about my past self is I look quite good. The outfit's on fleek. But I'm also quite polite. I said please and thank you at the end, and I wanted to make sure that that was left in.
Clip it! Someone who's watching this, clip that for me, please. Thank you.
There you go. Watching it for... Clip that for me, please. Thank you. You know? Doesn't take a lot. But in those moments of just pure adrenaline-filled emotion, to still have your manners, I'm chuffed with. Hello, Ree, how you doing? I heard there was no mods. Yeah, quite a few are... I mean, Ali's away, Crystal's away, Kate's away. Don't know about... Tammy's here. Tammy's in the chat, but I don't think... Might be lurking. Hi, Phil. How are you doing? Was you just checking the channel to see if you were in it, or did they say... No, I just watched those out of curiosity anyway. And I was in it, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm in it. The second clip. Love it. Thank you, Mr. Valorant person. No, I want to play music. Please, can we play some music? Let's go for this. Big time. I know. Like I say, I've had some highs in my career. Shepherd's Bush, #1 album. Travelled the world. But nothing has quite reached the heights of being in a Valorant compilation. It's been a big year for the channel. We've been on Twitch Rivals and a Valorant compilation. Now, I don't know about you. That's mega. And not only that, we've moved on from Vimpdo to Straight Water. We're making changes here. Where's Matt Blanco the mod? No idea. Probably playing FM. You need more compilations? I need better clips. I need to get better at the game. Although, chat, I did get my second ace ever the other day. Which I'm very happy about. Thank you. I know none of you really. Yeah, I've been in quite a few Minecraft compilations, I think. Why have I just been pinged? Re-asked where you were, and I said just assumed you were playing FM. Getting too big for your boots. I know. You can't get in Valorant compilations without some form of skill. So. What is good, Olivia? I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Much love to yourself. Have a great day, whatever it is you end up doing. Hope everyone who's there, if it's just yourself or if it's just your close friends and family, have a wonderful experience, a wonderful time, and enjoy the day. They only come round once or so a year, so you may as well make the most of it. Much love. Don't you dare say none of us care. Well, no one cares about Valorant. I think that's fair enough to say. Thoughts on the SMP? Thoughts on the SMP? I probably won't be playing it anytime soon, Phil, but know that when I want to and when I will, you will be pinged. You all will. I think you should play Val on stream. Nah. I literally care about that. I know a few of you do, but I think the general consensus of the people that watch this channel, they want to see, you know, singing, if I'm honest, if we're being real, which I'm more than happy to provide. So if anyone has any song requests, make sure you get them in. And then we will talk about what is to come for the channel. I do want to do some Nuzlockes. I think that would be so fun. I just need to get a display made for the Nuzlockes, like a little Pokemon backdrop. Honestly, I prefer gameplay over singing. How rude. How rude. Join me on the Pokemon grind. Well, that's the thing. I just think it would be very fun. Like, I used to love playing Pokemon as a kid, and I haven't played it in 15 years. So I just think it'd be fun to hop back on and see what happens. Serenity's gifted 5 subs. What an utter legend. Serenity, you can have a round of applause for that one. Thank you. Paid out for the first time on Twitch. So subs. Yes, Serenity. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations on affiliate. That's dope. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Ali, what's good? How's your journey? Have you finished your journey yet? Pokemon Shield Shield made me enjoy it again. Still need to complete one of the base games, then Shiny. Shiny hunting, 1 in 8,000, isn't it? 1 in 8,190, something like that. But I'm also really enjoying clubs again. Just arrived in the room literally 5 minutes ago. Yish! Well, congratulations, Ali. I hope you have a wonderful stay. Could I get a cute little message, please? I hope you're doing well. Love you. Love you too, Shining Fobs. I hope you're doing okay. Make sure you keep smiling. Have a good one. You were at the hairdresser's? Yes. Yeah, I've had a haircut. I had a haircut before I went out on Friday night. Hi, Elmo. What's good? Chantal, congratulations on passing your exams. That's sick. But yeah, so I'll tell you about it. On Friday, I met up with a friend of mine that I've known since college. So we were discussing. It's been 10 years since we met each other, and we went for bottomless brunch, which, for those of you who don't know, is a small amount of food and a large amount of alcohol. Now, I've not been drinking a hell of a lot since the first lockdown. I didn't have a drink until this year. I think the first drink I had was in 2021, so I didn't drink from March 2020 to 2021. So what bottomless lunch entails is they just bring you cocktails and champagne periodically for an hour and a half. Now, a lot of them were vodka based, so I wasn't mixing a lot. But my friend was having champagne, vodka ones, and gin ones. So, and he's bigger than I am. He's taller than I am. He drinks more than I do. So I think I ended up having 1 glass of prosecco, 1 peach cocktail, 2 passion fruit ones, and 1, can't remember the other one. But yeah, so I had like 4 or 5 cocktails in the hour and a half with. I need to show you guys these, right? Ali, that was outrageous from you, but I'll let you off because you're small too, so we have to stick together. Right? Hear me out. They gave us, no word of a lie, blue burgers. They were blue. It's not going to focus. Is it going to focus? No. But, like, it came on this tray here, right? And the bread had been colour dyed to blue and to pink. And it was, you know, it was a weird experience, but the food there was lovely. So yeah, we had that, and then we went to a place in town where it's a bar that also you have ping pong, pool, mini golf, and bowling in, but it's a bar, right? So someone's gender, yeah, it's a boy burger. um, I played mini golf after 4 cocktails and some champagne. I moved on to whiskey at that point. Then after the mini golf, I went to go and see a Stevie Wonder band. Now I'm a big fan of Stevie Wonder. I like a lot of his work, and it was a soul group. 3 singers, 3 people in the brass section, a drummer, 2 pianists, a guitarist, a bassist, and the string section at the Royal Albert Hall. And it was ridiculously good. However, what I thought was bizarre was that I've gone from doing absolutely nothing social since March last year, realistically, to this one night going for brunch, playing mini golf, and then going to a concert all in one night. But you couldn't stand up in this concert. It was all seated. There was PVC screens, like in between everything and everyone. Talking about your Wild Night Out. I'm just explaining it because I think it's interesting to know. But yes, I am. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? I hope your nap was lovely, as your walk with Bear was as well. I'm liking your old photos on Insta. Thank you, I guess. Appreciate it. But yeah, so they did all the hits. This sounds so fun. It was great. It was really great. And then randomly, out of, at the end of the night, we ended up in a club. Now, I was under the impressions that clubs weren't open and it was just bars and pubs and stuff. But this club, you walk inside it, and it's all table service. There's screens between everything and everyone. You can't stand up unless you go into the toilet. You have this small little booth, and they come over and they ask you what you want. No exaggeration, every 2 or 3 minutes, because they're just trying to keep people topped up and make as much money as they can. And I was speaking to my friend that I was with, and I was like, isn't it bizarre that at midnight tonight in England, by law, all of those can be stripped down and we go back to normal? And that club can have people standing up and mingling and stuff. And I was just like, how bizarre is it that it's changing so suddenly? And I don't really know how I feel about it. I wore a mask in every public sector I was in, and then went home, and it was a lovely night. It went on for like 10 hours, so hence not the stream yesterday. But I wasn't in like a bad state at all, just, tired. I don't think I'm not necessarily risky. I'd just say we've gone from nothing to a bit to everything. And I feel like we should go from nothing to a bit more of a bit to nearly there to everything. I feel like the government have just kind of gone, well, everyone's impatient. No one gives a shit anymore. No one's following the rules. Everyone's just going to complain and start rioting. We'll just give them what they want, and we'll gain from it in terms of economy. And then the cases will rise again, and they can all be banged back up into society. All be banged back up into lockdown. And I'm kind of like, can we just not, though? Because we're gonna, we're doing all right. We're getting a lot of cases, but a lot of them, not a lot of like the R rating has dropped. Like we're not having a lot of casualties per case anymore. I know I don't speak for absolutely everyone. I am terribly sorry if you have been affected by COVID throughout the entire duration, but I'm saying in general as a whole, from the start to now, hospitalization and fatality in terms of COVID cases has gone down drastically, but the infection rate has gone back up, which is obviously bound to because no one's been mixing for 4 or 5 months. There's going to be mutations. It's a seasonal disease. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to be another France that's had to lock everyone back inside. I don't want to be, where we were lockdown 2, where it was, all right, this area can go outside, this area can't. This area can go outside, but only for the next mile. This area can do whatever the hell it likes. And then at the last minute, oh, this area literally is in lockdown, but 2 miles outside of it is fine. It doesn't make sense at all. You'd be surprised how many people that travel to the UK don't respect the quarantine. I had a chat about it with a guy at reception, and they said they were happy that I said for myself that I have to, because most people hope they just get away by not saying it. But that's the thing. Like, it's ridiculous. I track and traced everywhere I went. In the 4 venues I was in on Friday night, I did track and trace. And what I hold my hands up and be straight up honest. I've been to places with someone with the track and trace app and relied on them to do it rather than do it myself because I'm just lazy. I just couldn't be bothered to do it, and I was like, what's the chances of me getting COVID in bloody Nando's? And that's ignorant of me, and that is, if I'm honest, just a lack of patience with the whole scheme, because I think it's utter ridiculousness that this track and trace thing is even our gospel, that for 12 hours, someone comes in at 9 o'clock, you get pinged that you have to isolate if you went in at 4 o'clock on the same day. Like, there was no chance of there ever going to be a problem there, but that's just the most efficient way they've got of rolling it out. And I'm just like, it's nonsense, right? But I did it on Friday because I thought it was extraneous circumstances. I went out, I track and traced everywhere. But the amount of people that were going in alone or going in groups, and you saw pull the camera up, scan a QR code on the wall or on a menu or whatever, and then it say open information, and then them just throw it away, like flick it away, not check in. Like, you don't know how, God knows how many people that night had it. And that's how it starts. Like, the infection rate is going to go through the roof again, and it's not going to be helped by going, right, everything's back to normal. To be fair, because of the vaccine, I feel untouchable, but don't have a reason to go outside to just lay. But thing is, I've got 1 vaccine, and my second one is at the end of next month. There's loads of people having to isolate at work this week, but they're bound to, because people have just. This is what I was saying, Ames, that they've gone from nothing to everything. You can still get sick with the vaccine. You can still get it, and you can still pass it on. And then, depending on which strain of the vaccine you've had, there's different success rates. So for myself, I had the Moderna, which I believe is the highest success rate, but also the highest side effects. You just don't get to the sick to the point anymore that you have to go to hospital. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So there should be changes made. I'm completely on board with going back to normal. I don't want to be a recluse forever. I want to get back out there. But what I'm saying is going from, okay, nothing, to then 2 weeks later, right, you can go and watch the football, to then 2 weeks later, all right, you can go to a nightclub. It's like, right, calm down, one step at a time. Let's go from nothing to our bubbles, and then let's make sure that's all right. Then go from the bubbles to opening up outdoor areas outside. But don't worry. It's ironic that I've just coughed, but I don't have COVID. It's ironic that we're doing these steps for like a week at a time, where it should be for a prolonged period, I think. Because we will just get locked down again, and no one's going to respect it this time. Moderna gang. We don't even have our vaccines available for the general public yet. That is rough, Ree. But what I will say is that your country, out of everywhere in the world, has handled this the best. Lock everyone in. You can't come in, you can't go out. You guys have been back to normal, realistically, since last August. I'm dreading going back into work with people coming in without masks. My mum and I have had this discussion though. What I'm saying is that, like, business owners or managers of a branch of a business are responsible for who comes in and out of that store and like their well-being and whatever else. If I'm the manager of a shop in this current climate, I'm straight up having someone on the door going, "You're not coming in unless you've got a mask," and then dealing with all the bloody Karens that go, "Well, it's not compulsory anymore." Yeah, well, it's compulsory to come into my establishment, all right? Because I don't personally feel comfortable. I think the government have taken a shortcut because they're sick and tired of the backlash they're getting. And it was the exact same as people can't just walk into your house. Well, we're allowed to now because of COVID. Like, well, yeah, you're allowed in my house by law as long as I give you permission. And I fucking don't. Go away. Get your mask on, you scrub. I'm still going to wear it personally. The thing is, I went to Japan in 2009. 2009, was it? Maybe a bit later. And they were all wearing masks in the street back then. It's just more hygienic. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Why, like, I haven't minded doing it. Asian etiquette. Is that like a cultural thing that they've always that people have always done there? I understand why he has done it, as he has pressure, I'm sure, from every side, the public and others. I don't agree with the way he has done it. He's thinking the best of the country, but from a medical standpoint, I think it's too early. We see both sides. But what I'm saying is that I'm totally fine with change, and I'm fine with positive change. But what I'm saying is that realistically, anyone with half a brain knows that the infection rate's going to go through the roof. And we'll just be back to square one because it's all changed too quickly. They've always done it. I think Amy's right, Ree, that it was because of pollution. And if that's the case, again, it's just smart because London and Manchester are some of the most polluted places in Europe, aren't they? It can be annoying, but if it saves lives, it works. But like I was saying, like, people have worn masks before this. Case numbers are already going through the roof in the UK. Exactly. Like, it's infected the government again, hasn't it? The new health secretary's got it. And you're thinking, oh, bloody hell, if it's got there, they're going to make preferential changes to suit them. I don't feel the mask when I wear it straight up. But anyone who has a problem with masks and is exempt for medical reasons, fair enough, do you, right? I'm personally exempt for medical reasons off my own fucking back. I struggle to breathe, so putting something in front of my face isn't going to help. But I still wear it because, quite frankly, while I'm not selfish, and I'll just put up with being hot and sweaty and needing to take an inhaler every now and again. And two, because it's a selfless thing to do, isn't it? You go, I'm going to really struggle. If I'm really going to struggle to breathe, but I'm also might be infecting the 100 people I meet today. If you have, like, a completely legitimate reason for not wearing a mask, do you? Like, you know, if people are going to complain it's too hot, the same people that are complaining it's too hot will be out in bloody long sleeve sweatshirts to try and look fashionable. It's just daft, innit? Like, this whole thing is about being as selfless as humanly possible, and I think, you know, probably 75% of the UK, I think we've done an alright job and we've come together. It's not in the exact same vein as a clapping at Thursday night at 8 o'clock, but, you know. I'm exempt, but at the end of the day, I want to protect my family, so I still wear it. I just carry my badge, give myself a breather if I need it. So this is the thing. I've been told off by my mum, by Amy, by people I've been with for lifting my mask to draw a breath and then popping it back on. Oh, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, I'm just struggling to breathe because the air that is in my mask is warm and I'm struggling to breathe. And I'm trying to do it as discreetly as possible, away from everyone, and try and keep the air in the mask, but just allow some fresh air to come back in. And I think, do you know what? You guys are right to pull me up on that. That is responsible of me. And then you turn your head to the left, and there's a family of people wearing their masks, and it's like bloody like underneath their bottom lip. You're like, well, it's not covering your nose. Amazing. And you pull it down to speak. Well, what's the fucking point of wearing one then, love? Have you thought about getting one with an air filter? Yes. But I also know that I'd bloody lose it, Meg, if I'm honest. Wallet, keys, phone, inhaler, vape, mask. It's a lot to remember. And that's my order of priority. It's totally not. It's totally not. I am joking. I avoid people at work who do that. Yeah. Oh, can you help me? Well, not without your mask. No. I don't get it when people do that. Because they're trying to... In their head, I guess, they're trying to be courteous and allow you to lip read. Right? Or because they feel like they're going to be muffled. You guys can still hear what I'm saying perfectly fine, right? And I've got something covering my mouth. Oh, there's a gap there and gap there. Okay, you guys can still hear what I'm saying perfectly fine, right? Or they're being a twat. Well, you know. But again, like, I'm not here to judge. Each their own. I just think that as a majority, it's just safer to wear one. It's just safer to wear one, isn't it? Just wear one. It's like someone saying it's not compulsory to wear shoes on the streets anymore. And then half of the people in the world going, oh, yes, we don't have to wear shoes. And the other half going, well, yeah, but I keep standing on rocks and it hurts my feet, so I'm going to keep wearing shoes if that's all right. Just because you don't have to do something doesn't mean you shouldn't. I can't complain. The Euros came along. I was out in the booze with 100 people celebrating people I didn't know in England scored, so I can't really moan. But again, you know, that's your choice. Do what you got to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, if we're being picky, should have waited till you were double vaxxed. You should have worn a mask. You didn't. A lot of people got, you know, pulled into the occasion. Not the end of the world, isn't it? Is it? Like, you can take a test when you get home. There's an analogy for masks. The shoe one is, yeah. I find at work it's difficult to hear people with masks and the shield between tills, but I prefer to ask them what they said again than... But Jesse, do you not think that's a placebo effect? Do you know what I mean? You see something covering someone's face, and you instantly go, oh, it must be harder to hear them. Is it, though? Or is it just a tiny bit more muffled, but it's still quite audible? Like, I've just used the example here. My mouth is completely covered, but I still think that I'm, you know, quite audible. No worries, Reem. Maybe placebo. But, you know, it could be a collection of different factors. It could be people are... The thing is, ironically, I'm hard of hearing. Like, I have really poor hearing. But I haven't found people wearing masks to be the problem. What I've found is that people under their masks speak quieter than they were doing before because they're not being expressive. You know, because you're expressive with your mouth. You're a bit more smiley, whereas you got your mask on, you just kind of mumble through it like that, and you're like, what? You don't take your mask off, but just, you know, speak up. Yeah, I'm reading Sammy and Tammy's conversation, and it's a good point you make. Like, the UK cannot afford another lockdown. It is, and also maybe you hear yourself more with the mask reflecting the sound back through your ears. There is also that. People would come into Wendy's and yell louder just because we were wearing masks. It's literally like as thin as a sheet of paper. Not even covering your mouth, is it? Like I mean, it obviously does. You know what I mean? But it's not stopping anything coming out of your mouth. It's not stopping the words. It's just a very thin barrier between where the words are going that wasn't there prior. It doesn't make the words inaudible. But anyway, you know. The UK can't afford one because of the problem. Boris can't afford another one. Boris isn't getting a second term. And you know, we don't need to get political, but what I will say is that it's not his fault that all of this has happened. People are going to blame him because he is the person at the top, but he has a lot of people dealing with all of this stuff underneath him, and he makes decisions based on their data. He's either been fed the wrong data, or if I'm perfectly honest, he's come in at a time where, yeah, that Blanco's pretty much spot on. They've made their bed when they say they're going back to normal in July, because they'll just look stupid if they don't now. And they've done it too many times. Like, I think, if we're being honest, anyone from the UK says that Christmas was our final straw. Boris came in to push through Brexit, which realistically, flabbergasting that it's ever happened. But whatever, each to their own. Everyone's got their own opinions. We don't need to get political. Seeing a bit pandas. And then in the midst of pushing that through, COVID struck. Yeah. So, it's unlucky timing. It really is. I'm sorry I have to say this. People slate Boris, and you have your opinions, but he would be damned if he didn't. But this is what I'm saying, Tammy. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying I wasn't a particularly big fan of Boris prior to him being Prime Minister. And I'm also not, rooting for him to stay on again. But what I'm saying is that he's had the roughest run of any post-war Prime Minister by quite some way. And everyone's blaming him for absolutely everything that's gone wrong, like the UK public has been stellar and spot on and followed everything that he said to a T. And also, they're not thinking of the fact that he is the CEO of a company. The CEO of Tesco's doesn't get sacked if one branch of Tesco's stores is underperforming. He makes changes, or she or they make changes to that branch. He gets fed some information and has to make a decision on it. The decision's a bad one, but no one knows what the correct decision is, do they? I completely agree. He's had so much to deal with. He's trying to make the country a bit more normal again. But no, I'm not slating him. What I'm saying is that I think this is more of a public facade. I think what the government have done is gone, no one's doing anything anyway. Go for it. All go and get it. And everyone's gone, alright. And the reason this all came about was because I went into a club and I felt quite uncomfortable doing it. I was like, what's the environment going to be like? And then every table had big screens and you couldn't stand up, you couldn't dance, you couldn't walk anywhere. They brought drinks to you if you ordered them and then you had to pay through an app. I was like, it's just mental that it's this strict and organised and, in a place where I feel safe in this environment for the first time in 2 years. And then tonight at 12, it's just gone. It's all gone. There's a lockdown in the UK? No, there isn't. Lisa, what's good? Welcome back into the stream. It has been a minute. How you doing? Yeah, Blanco. No, of course. But that's a different scandal. I don't personally feel the need to get into that. It just slaps of it slaps of hypocrisy and realistically the misogyny that has thwarted governments for generations upon generations. Do you know what I mean? I think my opinion came across as wrong. I was agreeing with you, but it's annoying when people take their masks off, but at the same time it's difficult for people with hard hearing. That's what I got from your message, Jesse. And I do agree that it's bound to take some decibels out of the speaking voice, but what I'm saying is you don't need to fully take your mask off to speak for me to be able to hear you, because if anything, all you're doing is giving me your COVID. Dang, I thought you were talking about the US government. I am not Optic, but welcome back into the stream. You've changed your name, bud. Yeah, Sammy, I was just thinking. Yeah, it's a reunion. We've got Optic and Lisa's in at the same time. This is amazing. Wow, 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 wow. No, we were talking about the UK government, and at midnight tonight, everything goes back to normal for us in essence. And I'm just thinking about quite how scary that is, considering on Friday night I was somewhere that will be very much back to normal in a couple of hours, but it was very strict and stringent even 2 days ago. That's what I was talking about. Want to go clubbing, but only go if it's back to normal. I know it's safe. Here's a reality check. Here's a reality check, chat. And it's something that a lot of you will already know, but not quite have accepted. And this, some people need to hear this. There's no such thing as normal anymore. The previous normal we knew 2 years ago has gone. That was the pre-COVID world. We now live in a world with COVID in it. And what we need to accept is that we will never be able to go back to exactly how it was 2 years ago. Because the world has adapted and become safer out of necessity. Our new normal for our lifetime will be speaking to cashiers through screens, fingers crossed. Our new normal will be taking public transport with a bottle of hand sanitizer in your pocket and a mask covering your face. Because you don't know what the guy next to you, or the gal next to you, or the person next to you, should I say, has. That is a safer world that we live in. The days of ambling into every nightclub, steaming off your head and getting with a random stranger and taking them home may return, but under a different circumstance where it might not necessarily, you be able to do that anymore. The thing is, though, it's not sad. It's not sad. We have just adapted. We have changed. Because the world before World War II and during World War II was a place with rations in and lacking technology. And the world has changed to now. It's just been a more gradual change. This has been a drastic change forced upon the world. That's what I'm saying, personally. Think about how low... Do you know what? This is the thing, and I will hold my hands up to this. There's hand sand bloody everywhere in this house, just because, you're meant to use it. And since COVID, I have used it. Before COVID, I actively cannot remember, unless it was something medical, the last time I used hand sand, rather than just washing my hands with some soap in a sink. I feel cleaner. I feel more hygienic. I wash my hands after absolutely everything I do now. It's survival of the fittest shit. That's a good place to be. Like, that's not a bad habit that us as humans have picked up, is it? To be more cleanly. And to be slightly more wary of strangers. Wear a bloody mask around someone you don't know. I've always carried sanitizer. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Rebecca. I know a lot of people did, but I'm hold my hands up to not being one of those people. But it's not the survival of the fittest. No, but I'm saying, in essence, like, the analogy that you can draw is that people in the modern era that are carrying around hand sanitizer and being hygienic and wearing masks are more likely to be safe than the ones that aren't, because factually you have less chance of passing on germs. So anyway, we've gone off on a ridiculous tangent. We've done 55 minutes of ranting about COVID. As the world changes, so shall humans. We learn to adapt to survive. Exactly. And what we've had to adapt to is something that's been forced upon us. It's not been a gradual change. That's what I'm saying. Good night, Tam. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. I went into Primark a few weeks back and they were popping 3 bottles of sanitizer into bags for shopping, so no one had an excuse not to use it. When my mum came to see me at Shepherd's Bush, she physically went out and bought some before the world changed and said, you need to keep that because that'll be like gold in a few weeks. And you couldn't get it for 6 months. And I was like, that's mental, innit? She gave you one as well. You just couldn't get your hands on it because everyone panicked and went, oh, bloody hell, we need to be clean. Because they thought that this was all going to be a month long as we washed our hands. Nowadays, you get it bloody everywhere, but I was like, isn't it mental that the UK is quite a far along country in terms of its knowledge and its technology was so unprepared for something where you needed to be clean. You know what I mean? Don't worry, we got plenty of chicken nuggets. Don't you worry, we got plenty of, whatever else everyone's going to run out and panic buy. Plenty of milk, plenty of eggs, not plenty of toilet roll. But not plenty of hand salve. Not plenty of masks. You won't be able to get your hands on things that keep you safe. You'll be able to keep your hands on luxury and anything that has a bloody big tax threshold on it. Mate, Mackey's ran out of chicken wraps a few weeks ago. That's probably more down to import issues or supply issues in terms of, where they're getting it from, rather than COVID going, oh, we can't get our hands on chicken because of COVID. But yeah. So, the whole thing that I'm trying to say is everyone enjoy going back to normal tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful time with it, but still just err on the side of caution for your own sake. It won't do you any harm by continuing to be safe, despite the government telling you don't have to anymore. And you use my shoes analogy. It's a good one. Someone comes out and says it's no longer the law that you have to wear shoes. Idiots will go, oh great, I now don't feel trapped and victimized and trolled. And the smart ones goes, yeah, but shoes are actually a good thing because they stop you getting rocks on your feet. They stop you standing in rubbish things. So I'm going to keep wearing them. Do what you got to do. You don't want to wear shoes, don't wear shoes. But then don't cry about the consequences, is what I would say. If you make the active choice to, go back to the world in 2019, don't then start saying, oh, we should never have come out of lockdown. We should, there's so many people getting it these days. My cousin's auntie's dog's got it. How irresponsible of Boris. You can only hold someone's hand for so long through idiocy. And that's a bloody good quote. You write that one down. Someone who works in the NHS, we have to deal with daily COVID positive cases pretty much every day. But from tomorrow, we can't make someone wear a mask. Do you not think that's just ridiculous, Tammy? Someone comes into your work potentially bearing it, and all they have to do is just not give it to the person that's treating them for it. It just the mind boggles at the selfishness of some people, I think. But hey ho. I'm the sort of guy now that I've got a mask on in a pocket of a lot of my tops, and when I put them on, I'm like, oh, there you go, I've got another mask. got them in my car, got them in my bag, got one in my wallet. I do agree with it, but it's not selfish. It is what people have been told. No, but you'd think that more people would have more initiative, Tammy, to go, well, I know I don't have to, but I still will for my sake and for the sake of others. Masks were not. The thing is, I'm not going to front it. I'm not going to try and, manipulate my own mind into thinking that masks are a great thing to wear and they're fun. I personally don't enjoy wearing a mask because I find it more difficult to breathe. Is it the end of the world? No. Have I worn things that I've enjoyed wearing less? Yeah, I've worn some horrible clothes that I've been forced into throughout my years. I enjoyed those less than my masks. I'm not saying that I enjoy masks, just saying that I can tolerate a mask quite comfortably. Personally, I would still be wearing one for my own beliefs, but you physically can't force the public now, as they have not got the right to wear it. I know, and that's what I'm saying is wrong, is that you can't force anyone to, but as the NHS, you should, before setting foot in our premises, you should be in a position where you're not infecting the people that are treating you. I bet you then people that won't wear the mask will be double vaxxed and have that invincibility shield. Hello to you watching this right now. Congratulations on being double vaxxed. Yeah, you are not invincible. The current health secretary who has got it was double vaxxed, and it's currently being passed around the UK government. Andrew Marr was also double vaxxed. It is very easy to still catch COVID despite having 2 vaccines for it. The success rate is not 100%. And also, just because you are vaccinated does not mean you are incapable of carrying disease and passing it on to everyone around you. Be invincible all you want. Just don't try and force your invincibility on other people. I'm double vaxxed, so I'm going to have that. Well, actually, I'm not double vaxxed, so, kind of don't touch it. Sorry, you cannot say the government have done a good job considering. Jarvis, we've had this discussion, and what I would say is I'm not Boris's biggest fan personally, but as Tammy said, or Sammy, he was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. He was never going to be able to win out of this situation, and he's had the most difficult job of any PM post-war. He is not solely responsible for everything that is wrong in the UK right now. I just can't say they've done a good job. I think a year on, mortality rate is down, the R rate is down, hospitalization's down. They made some dodgy calls that in the end had to be reversed, but they got reversed. They were, they did what was needed, sometimes a little too late. We lost a lot of lives doing it, but he was also only acting on information that was being fumbled for because no one knew what was going on. Exactly, Tammy, exactly. And, don't get me wrong. Our problems should be with the advisors more than Boris. Our problems shouldn't be with anyone. Again, hello, you watching this. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Andy. Stop looking for someone to blame for all of this. This is our Spanish flu. This is our plague. This is our world war. This is the thing that we've had to live through. That is realistically no one's fault. Life just throws weird shit at us and we have to deal with it. The people in charge of dealing with it could have done a better job. They could have also done a worse one. We don't need to blame anyone for this. We're all upset that life hasn't gone back to normal where it has in other areas, but no one knew the answers when he was giving us alternatives. People are going to slate someone, beef with the advisors, not the Boris. Well, but again, I have sympathy for the advisors. The advisors are going off information that they're trying to look for correlations in live. They're going, okay, how many people have got it today? How many people have died? Okay, what action do we need to take that's going to impact those numbers now? With something that's never, like, we've never seen anything like this before. But the advisors aren't taking their own advice. That's like I say. We're going into a political discussion, and I will never claim to be a politician, but what I will claim is that there's always been hypocrisy, corruption, misogyny in the UK government. So, are we surprised? Is anyone really surprised? Shall we move on? Yes, let's move on. What's annoying is I've got a very itchy nose upon talking about COVID. But yes, enjoy your freedom in the next few hours. It was a very long conversation, but I also think it was worth having, because everyone will be very excited and pulled into the changes tomorrow. But just look out for yourselves, please. Thank you. The whole travel thing is madness. We don't need to go into it. Like, we could sit and speak about this for ages. Is chat mostly from the UK? Najday, I hope I'm saying that right. It's actually quite an international chat. There's a lot of UK people in the chat. But we speak English in the chat just for moderational purposes. But yeah, there's people from all over. Yes, exclamation mark scratch does still work. I'm from Kent. Oh, nice. Yeah, there'll be someone in the chat from Kent. 1,000,000%. I forgot about that command. I think it was Amy and Ali and someone else were just giving me shit for having an itchy nose one stream. And it just stuck. Ugh. Don't sniffle and don't get a cold. I haven't got a cold. Like I've coughed twice and got an itchy nose. It's called bloody hay fever. I've just got hay fever. I need to go. I'm getting annoyed. I'm sorry if I've annoyed you or upset you, Tammy. I really am. We are moving on now. But I hope everything goes well tomorrow. I really want to ask you something, but I know I'll get banned if I ask you, but please just let me ask you. Reem, there's one word that will sum up my feelings towards that. No. If you know you're going to be asked, don't. If you know you're going to be banned for asking it, don't ask it. It's as simple as that. Melissa resubscribed using Prime 13 months in a row. Unlucky for some, but not in this instance. Thank you. Thank you very much, Melissa. I appreciate it. Exclamation mark Prime in the chat. We've also had Gem1512 extended their tier 1 through till August. Bloody hell, August is next month. That's scary. That's scary. Thank you, Gemma, for extending it. Catching! Oh my god, I forgot about catching. No. We, you know. Okay, I will not. There you go. Good idea. Night, Tammy. Night, Sammy. Night, everyone who's gone off. I'm sorry if I've upset anyone with this conversation. I'm just trying to put across a different perspective. Almost both of our mums' birthdays. True, I do need to sort that one out. I'm new here, by the way. What is it we do on this channel? What is it we do on this channel? We do some singing. We play some games. We chat a lot. But yeah, I do have some singing to do, actually. I believe there's been 1 or 2 song requests. So I get on with those if I know any of them. And if I don't, we'll just refund them and just have a little chit-chat. What on earth is catching? I swear that's from the subathon. Was that from Gartic Phone? Yeah. I remember finding that absolutely hysterical catching. I think I'm going to like it here. I hope you are too. How do I pronounce your name? Narjide? Well, a week and a half period it was. Yeah, truth. Question is, when will you release the songs? Well, it's funny you say that. I think, all being well, I should be in a Zoom call with the producer tomorrow to go through some of the changes. And then it's just going on to mastering. You're saying it quite right. Good. Oh, go on, Millie. How lovely of you. Millie's gifted a sub to Narjide. What a legend. Off your pot, Millie. That's very sweet. Welcome. That was a tragic moment. What's this? One word, caramel. Caramel? Is that Amy's horse? That she accidentally drowned? I think it might have been. Let's not talk about it, lol. Apologies, Amy. Gasp. Gasp indeed. No, not my horse. Andy, do you still put nail polish on or not? I haven't recently, no. I still like the message of it. I still think it's, you know, let people wear what they want and do what they want to their body as long as it's, you know, not absolutely offensive. It was the sticky comment. I'm lost. I'm so lost. It's proper difficult to get used to. Are you two on the F1 grind? Because that game looks sick. But I personally haven't invested in it. You should get the new F1 game. Okay. Amy said something about caramel being slimy and you being immature made it weird. Ah, okay. Water, rip the Diet Coke. It is a big water glass. So, hear me out. I had a smaller glass that had Vimto in it, and I never felt quenched. So I've got a bigger glass filled with just water. I studied songwriting as a BA in Brighton. Very nice. Did you study music too? Yeah, I did it. I did it at college. I got an A level in it, and then I've been in the music industry since I was 18, 19, 27 now. I watched a little bit of the race today, but I was watching United play pre-season as well, so it's kind of in and out. Rip Coke scans back in the day. Back in the day. Hey, could I get a little message from my really good friend Louise? She wants to let me know that she loves you and that you're amazing. Much love to you, Louise, from myself and Shining Fobs and everyone in the community. Thank you for your kind words and hope you are well. Much love. Stream tomorrow? Don't know, Annie. Don't know. Is it tomorrow, Monday? It depends when this call's gonna happen. But yeah, I want to know. Makes me feel sick that I've just swallowed something so thick and sticky. Do you know what I mean? Bloody outrageous, that. Caramel. As if you've got the quote. Caramel. What's just come out your mouth? I was reading a quote, Blanco. Yeah? Before you start judging me. Matt Blanco, Matt Blanco, Matt Blanco, Matt Blanco, Matt Blanco, Matt Blanco. Don't assume because it makes an ass out of you and me. Huh? Right, we need to do some singing, I think. Let's move on from COVID. I nearly pushed my mic out the way. This is what this is what I do after every stream. Turn the lights off. And that gets chucked. Bruh! The lighting's changed. And that gets chucked way over there. So every time I like move away from my desk, I always shove that and I go, well no, I need it. It's just so fun. I'm currently deciding what to order for food. Ali, if you've not had a decent meal all day, something like a Domino's, you know? You can get fast food anywhere. Get a proper meal in you. We do song requests with channel points, Annie. I'm not staying, currently on my way to London, but just wanted to say hi, Fobs and all. Hope you've had a good day and can't wait for all it's so scary. So scary, but have a fantastic time. Back to London. Much love. Get room service. We love a bit of room service. What's good, Millie? She deserves the whole world, and please tell her I love her more. Millie, Ner loves you more. I'm not sure it needs to be a competition, but if it was, Ner would be winning. I appreciate you, Millie. I think you're a legend. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being so special to Ner as well. Amy does love a hotel. You do love a hotel. Could one of the mods in the chat collect the song requests? I think there's been like 2 or 3, and if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't seen that I know any of them. It's a big competition. Sorry, Jay. I'm so sorry. Loving your hair at the moment. Thanks. I had a haircut. I specifically asked them not to touch the top. But yes, Narjade, if you're still about, let me know what you think. Hopefully I don't suck. How to Save a Life at the Fray. I'm going to start there because I know that song and love that song. I'm still here. Amazing. Could one of the mods collect the other songs whilst I start on How to Save a Life by the Fray? Any alarms go off in the hairdresser this time? Not quite, but I will say, you lot have the maddest memory, you know. I forgot that happened. Okay. Step 1, you say we need to talk. He walks, say sit down, it's just a talk. Smiles politely back at you. You step politely right on through some sort of window to your eye. He goes left and you stay right between the lines of fear and blame. You begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life. Let him know that you know best, 'cause after all you do know best. Try to slip past his defense without granting innocence. Lay down a list of what is wrong, the things you told him all along. Pray to God he hears you, and pray to God he hears you. And where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up raise his voice, you lower yours and grant him one last choice. Drive until you lose the roads, or break with the ones who follow. He will do one of two things. He will admit to everything, or he'll say he's just not the same, and you begin to wonder why you came and where did I go wrong. I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save. And where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life. How to save a life. How to save a life. Nice. No worries, Cougars. Hope Roxy has a lovely walk. What were the other suggestions, chat? Does anyone know? Claps with aggression. Sorry, all headphone users, but thank you, Ian. I've just done my do you host open mic streams? No, I don't. I also wouldn't even know how to go about that. Charlie Simpson songs. What about Farmer and His Gun? What about Down, Down, Down? Do I still remember that one? That was a beautiful song. Do you know Down, Down, Down? There are too many people in this world trying to shout their names. How am I supposed to know where to run? But I don't know who's to blame. And I give people something along the way. It's okay to be afraid of love if you don't understand it. And the nights are so long without you, but the days speed up. My God, I'll never let go of you, no. 'Cause some things are not worth changing. My heart swells to the size of an orchid, and it stays within my heart, the heart going down, down, down. But I'm never going back home. We've sent people into space without even really knowing. back down. And there are people asking just who I am. Is it okay to be afraid of hope if you don't know how to keep it? Nights are so long without you, but the days speed up. My God, I just can't lose you. No, but things are about to change, and my heart swells to the size of an orchid, and it takes the rest of my heart with it, going down, down, down. And I'm never going back home. Just get together and maybe we could find a place for each other, and people on earth could just get together, then maybe we could find a place for each other now. People on earth could just get together, then maybe we could find a place for each other now. People on earth could just get together, well, maybe we could find a place for each other now. Cause the nights are so long without you, and the days speed up. My God, I'll never let go of you, no. Cause some things are not worth changing, and my heart swells to the size of an orchid, and it takes the rest of my heart with it, going down, down, down. But I'm never from never going back. What? Who's that? What? What? People debating my age. Iris or This Love, please. I don't know that one. Let Her Go, but male pronouns. Keep holding on. Can we refund Maru and Gemma, please, Amy? Thank you. And then I'll give Let Her Go. Let him go. He's 96, take it or leave it. Exactly. You love that. It's a beautiful song. It's called Down, Down, Down by Charlie Simpson, if you guys want to hear it. Okay. Feel like I need to make this one slightly higher. Okay. Did you do the VM for Chloe and Mahima? I'm not convinced I did, actually. Okay. 4 minutes and itchy. Really itchy. Got really red. Okay. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love him when you let him go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love him when you let him go. let him go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. 'Cause dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see them when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love him when you let him go. Ooh. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love him when you let him go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see him when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved him too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love him when you let him go. Die. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love him when you let him go. And you let him go. You let him go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love him when you let him go. Know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love him when you let him go. And you let him go. There you go. I hope that's what you're after. What is good, Chloe and Mahima? Oh no, I think I did that one. That was last stream, I think. That was the last stream, maybe, I think. Thank you, Ames. What a legend. You don't have to do that, though. Beautiful. Thank you for playing that for our boy. No worries, Ian. No worries. My nose is a pain. I'm going to come off in a minute. I can't lie. I'm just going to do Mooring Rope because I bloody love the song. And I feel like we're in the that kind of zone for singing. What's good, Millie, Lily, Ornella, Erica, Nerd, Jay, Katie, Bryony, and Teresa? They are genuinely the most important people in my life, and I'm really grateful for having them in my life. Much love to everyone that I've just mentioned from myself and from Fov's Joy. I hope you're all swell. What a group. Is it hay fever? Yeah, it's hay fever. Fowler Fathers 143. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 11 months, 1 month till the Diamond AF. Love that. Thank you. Okay. We'll end on mooring rope. Is Narja Day still here? I wonder what their impression was. If they've gone, it was obviously a bad one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's getting deeper out here. The water's peaceful and crystal clear. The lack of sleep's made me oversteer my canoe. A quiet whistle's all I hear. I tried to listen, but it's unclear. 'Cause empty bottles roll all around my canoe. Heavy waves fill the boat with a lot of seawater, and as it sways left to right, I'm alright, but my oar's been cast away. It's inside on my right, but my boat's still floating straight. 'Cause I paddle along, but I'll move slow. Use my guitar as an oar to find you and row in this boat that was made for two, to float along the watered road until you catch my mooring rope. Till you catch my mooring rope. Till you catch my mooring rope. It's getting restless out here. Still it's effortless, and it appears that the relentless sea has oversteered my canoe. A little leak where I've worn down the woods with the heels of both my feet. I've traveled thousands of miles in the heat of countless weeks, and I'll never stop rowing or rest unless I sing. 'Cause I paddle along, but I move slow. Use my guitar as an oar to find you and row in this boat that was made for two, to float along the watered road until you catch my mooring rope. Till you catch my mooring rope, and you catch the rope and tie it in a knot in its side and stabilize it till it's bright and the light hits both our eyelids, and we rise and decide. till you catch my mooring roll. Until you catch my mooring roll. Until you catch my mooring roll. Oh no, you catch my mooring roll. Jordan Rack. I don't think I do. I actually don't think I do. Until you catch my mooring roll. It's so hot. I'm literally sweating in my office. I think you should listen to the stuff. You can learn a lot from his singing style. Good to know. Future plans. Yeah, we need to start a game soon, I reckon. We do need to start a game soon because, honestly, I come live and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But I love your voice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna come off. But it's, oh mate, it is ridiculous. Valorant, not people don't want to see it though. Love it when you say your office. It is my office. It's got my backdrop in it. It's got my equipment in it. It's my office. But anyway, I'm going to call it there. Likelihood is probably be live tomorrow. F1 please and thanks. Maybe. I'll have a look into it. The game's any good, I'll do it. Missed bits. What about the future plans things? Yeah, I reckon a Pokemon run through will be fun. Wait for FIFA 22. And if any new games pop, we'll get on them. And what's good, Chloe? I appreciate you. I love you. And sorry to hear you having a bit of a rough night. But hopefully it picks up. And tomorrow is a better day for you. You have a good one. Right. Chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening to me rant. Thank you for listening to me sing. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Not only for the song, but like in general, creating a place I feel comfortable in. No worries at all, Jay. It's what we're all about here. Appreciate you. Good night. Oh, wait. There we go. Good night.